I'm Anil Kumar sharing with you some good questions on modeling with algebra. A circular garden has a diameter of 12 meters. By how much should the diameter be increased to triple the area of the garden? So let's sketch two circles. One, the original garden. Well, this time let that be the increased garden, and this is the smaller garden. Okay. So what we are given here is diameter of 12 meters. So let's say the diameter goes through the center, and this diameter is 12 meters. Let me write here 12 meters is the diameter. Now the question is, by how much should the diameter be increased to triple the area of the garden? Now what is the area? Area is pi r square. Radius square, not diameter square. If I want to convert radius to diameter, I will write this equals to pi. Diameter is, radius is half of diameter, right? So I'll have to write it like this. Do you understand? That will involve fractions. Correct. So our strategy here is to find increase in radius and then get to the diameter, right? So the strategy here is find increase in radius, okay, and then times 2 will give us diameter. So that is the approach which I'm going to follow so that we can avoid this kind of fractions, right? So that is a strategy for us. So let me, as I said, this is my thinking area, so let me just put it here now, and let's start by defining the variables. We say let the increase in radius be x, right? Then increase in diameter will be how much? Will be 2x. Let's write down so that we remember at the end we have to find increase in diameter, not just the radius, correct? Now area is pi r square, so we are given, what are we given? We are given diameter of 12 meters, that is radius of 6 meters, half of diameter. Now that gives us area of pi r square, that's the formula which we know. So let's find the current area is pi r square, right? So increased area is how much? Let's say increased area be pi capital R square, let us say. Okay, so where capital R is the radius of the bigger circle. So what we are saying here is that this radius for the bigger one is capital R, and we know the smaller radius for us is, this is 6 by 6 and 6, correct, from the center. That is what it is, right? Now the question is, by how much should the diameter be increased to triple the area? So this new area should be 3 times the original area, right? So what we are looking for is that new area, which is pi capital R square, is 3 times original area, pi r square, the smaller circle radius, right? So we are saying, and which we know how much is r. So let me write down that value. R for us is 6, so that is 3 pi 6 square. 6 square is 36. So what we can do is we can write this as, in a way, this is a good way of writing. I'll tell you how and why. Now we are interested in finding the bigger radius r, right? So the bigger radius r is equals to pi r this. So bigger radius r square will be, we can divide this by pi, right? So we get 3 pi 6 square, let me write 6 square, divided by pi. Now pi and pi cancels. So what is capital R? Capital R will be square root of this, which is 3 times 6 square, right? Square root will give us 6 square root 3. Do you see that? So that is our capital R. Well, we can also use calculator to find this value. which is 6 times square root of 3. In decimals, it is 10.39 something. Let's write 10.39. So this is the bigger radius, right? Since we have found the value, we can find increase in radius, which is x, right? So increase in radius, which is x for us, is capital R minus small r. So capital R is 10.39. We'll take away 6, which is the original given to us, right? So 10 minus 10.39 minus 6 will give us equal to, let me write here itself, 4.39, and the units are in meters, 4 point, right? That is the increase in radius, right? Now from here, what is the increase in diameter? So from here, increase in diameter equals to 2 times this, which is 2 times 4.39, correct? So you can multiply this by 2, right? So you get 4.39 times 2, which is 8.78. Right? So what we get here is that the increase in diameter should be of 8.78, and the units is meters, correct? That will make the whole area 3 times the original area, right? So the original was only 12 meter wide. Now increasing it by 8.78 will make it 20.78, correct? It is not even twice, but the area increases 3 times. It's very interesting to see that, correct? So read the question once again. By how much should the diameter be increased to triple the area of the garden, right? And then write down your answer. So our answer here is the diameter should be increased by let's say 8.8 meters, right? So that's how we can solve a word problem. I hope the concept is clear. Thank you and all the best.